just like wanting to buy it, and I was like, that's stupid. I'm not going to play it for like 3 months. I should just wait.
That's a really
Wait
cool
till Black
story.
Friday.
It'd be cool if we started the podcast, man.
We're live.
Nailed it.
What?
Son.
On the last episode of The Incredible Critics.
Let's get it into it, guys. That's the music part, man.
Music part for what?
That's the music part for what's on. Just start the music.
that's
Just
the
do
what's
the
on
music,
part?
man.
We are the Incredible Critics. Incredible, not because we're great, but because our credibility should seriously be questioned. I am Ben Franco. This week, we are talking about what's on and talking about our favorite leads in film and maybe TV. I don't know. We'll see. My triumphant return after a long few weeks. Joining me.
Yay.
That's right. That's right. Cheers.
I'm not clapping.
I need an applause sign in the background. That way I can just light it up whenever I want. Adoration. Joining me this week, as always, Tim Gruber.
Hey, Ben.
Oh, hi. And Frankie Fusco.
Pew, pew, pew. What's up, buddy?
And Tuna Moore.
Oh, hi, Ben.
What was that?
That was my channel.
What's with the name Tuna anyway, by the way? Because like you just remind me of Jim, but you're nothing like Jim. We discussed this. You're more like Glenn. Is that the guy's name in the last couple seasons?
Glenn from The Walking Dead. Is that the guy?
I'm not.
What's that dude's name? The character, the real tall one.
Dwight?
No. He works in he's in the last like couple seasons.
Andy.
No, not Andy.
No.
The
Michael.
Oh.
when I say it, and like, oh yeah, that's definitely Andrew.
Tobias Funke from a totally different show.
No,
You
Gabe.
do look like Tobias.
No,
Yeah,
it's not Gabe.
Gabe. Yes, it is.
No, definitely not.
Definitely Gabe. Gabe.
It
Lewis.
came from
Creed.
my freshman year in college when I was at Elam Bible Institute. A bunch of the friends that I was in a group in was giving each other nicknames for whatever reason, and they decided to call me Big Tuna because I guess I wanted
You
to help.
sound like tuna fish.
No, I wanted to help like
You always ate
get
tuna
better
fish.
pranks in my first year, so I think it just kind of stemmed off of that. Like, hey, Jim from The Office played a lot of pranks with people, but we don't want to call you Jim, so we'll call you Tuna, because it's short for Big Tuna, and that's what Andy calls himself.
And here we are. 15 years later.
That college isn't a sponsor of our podcast, right?
No, and it's
Good,
not an interesting
'cause
story. That's why I don't usually
Let
explain.
me just say,
Well,
it's a
thanks.
horrible college. They give the worst nickname.
That wasn't the college; it was the people who went there.
You don't have to defend them.
They admitted them. So
Fine. It's a fine institute.
Guys, so this week I had a meeting at work and
finally get fired for doing the podcast at work.
finally got no. Somebody from my work that I was not expecting brought up the podcast to me. I had never mentioned it to them, and they're like, "Hey, by
Shout
the way, I
out.
love Incredible Podcasts." Yeah, so shout out.
Hooray.
Yeah,
Ben
Sick.
had his
We
first
love it.
celebrity sighting.
yeah, right.
Stop listening after the past 2 weeks because you weren't here and Frankie was headlining.
Did this gentleman ask to take a selfie with you?
No,
No.
no, he did not. No, he did not.
We'll
But
get
I
that-
would have
we'll get that
obliged.
level. Yeah, we'll get that level
Yeah.
eventually.
someday soon. So that was fun. Well, let's go ahead and kick into it and talk about what we've been watching in Frankie's favorite segment. Oh man, who wants to go first?
Ben, you should go first.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I have been watching the whole first season, and I'm gonna be shocked if anybody else has watched this. Battlefish. Has
What?
anybody else seen Battlefish on Netflix?
Never heard of it.
Is that a real thing?
It is a real thing. It is a horrible title. and it is a complete Deadliest Catch ripoff. But I'm a sucker for it.
They battle fish?
Yeah, to get them in the boat to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Is it like that old show BattleBots, but with fish?
No.
Is it like the board game where you sink them?
No. Nope. It is Deadliest Catch with tuna instead of crab. And they don't have to censor it because they're Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
So
VidAngel.
So
Not a
VidAngel that. No, but I'm just a sucker for this. I don't know why. I can't justify it and say that it's a great show, but I watched it, the whole thing. So that's Battlefish.
The whole thing. And
Tim
still hasn't seen all the Marvel movies, but he's watched all of them.
But Battlefish.
That is 100% accurate. Tim, what have you been watching?
Yeah, Star Trek Voyager. We just got through the second two-parter. That was my favorite that I mentioned last week. So if you didn't hear that, go listen to episode 76. But outside of that, been keeping up with Arrow that started, and I'm digging this season. There's some new questions and some new stuff that's thrown in that I'm like, that it's totally out of left field, and it's cool stuff. And
there's another bad guy, and then we're gonna
someone else is dating somebody else.
And yeah, somebody else's sister is now dating Arrow.
Ben-
We're all still very
somebody
good.
else's. He's been married, so he's not dating any extra people. So we can.
Spoilers.
So Ben, you forgot to mention like how much you enjoy that doctor show that you've been watching.
Grey's Anatomy. Did I not
Yeah.
talk about Grey's Anatomy on the show? Yeah, I've been watching Grey's Anatomy with my wife.
You've been loving that. So
That show is horrible. I thought I
Oh
talked about
gosh.
this.
No, you did. You did.
I
it
did,
bears,
talk about this.
but
it bears repeating
it's been
that.
on at your
How
house,
is it
right?
still on?
It has been on. It has been on far too long.
If Supernatural gets canceled before Grey's Anatomy, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna start a march. I'm rioting.
I mean,
Hollywood sign and burning it down.
I think that both of them should be
Whoa.
canceled
No,
in the same exact press release. Same press release. I want them to act Grey's Anatomy, Supernatural, and Arrow.
Whoa.
I'm waiting for them just to kill off Grey and still have the show keep going.
That could totally happen. Tuna, what have you been watching, or what's been on at your house? Red Dead Redemption?
No, actually, I just got that yesterday because a friend of mine bought it for me out of the blue just because he knew I wanted it and he was buying a copy. And our
Booyah.
group of friends who games.
Yeah,
is
Does
all
your
playing it.
friend
such a cool dad.
does your friend want to buy me Red Dead Redemption
It's
2?
actually Justin from Slow Day Radio. He
Does
just bought it for
Shout
me.
out.
And,
Justin, do you want to buy me Red Dead Redemption 2 and an Xbox to play it on?
It's good to
I'm
see
just
he's
saying.
bouncing back after Slow Day Radio got canceled.
I mean, he and Theo were kind of the ones who decided to nix it because they were the ones paying for it. So I think he's fine. But I have been watching a YouTube channel called Abroad in Japan, and it's 3 words, not 4. It's almost like it's
Oh.
basically like one of those travel shows that you see on Discovery Channel or whatever. But it's just this one guy, and he has a friend who helps him film this stuff. But he travels around Japan, and it's almost just like a travel channel about the stuff that he's doing there. And he I don't know, it's not anything really particularly interesting about Japan, the reason I watch it, but just his personality mixed with that kind of like pseudo vlogish style. But he puts a lot of production value into it, so it's like it looks and feels like a network level thing, but with kind of the one-on-one feeling you get from a vlog. It's interesting.
That's cool. I like that idea. Although if it were a girl and it were called like just actually abroad in Japan, that's a much better show. I'm just saying. The title just works a lot better.
Yeah, he's a British dude too, so you got kind of that like soothing British accent going on.
Andrew, so you're really into male British accents, is what you're telling us?
I'm really into British guys in Japan.
Japan.
There's nowhere to go from that.
How do we segue that?
There's no segue. It's yeah.
All right. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry.
So this week we put it out there to everybody. What is your favorite lead actor / actress? Frankie, I think yours is the most obvious pick. So why don't you go ahead and
that was a dumb question. It's Matt Damon and
Matt Damon. He's amazing. He can do anything. I'd love me some Matt Damon.
Because I do love me some Matt Damon. Love me some Matt Damon. I do love me some Matt Damon. Matty D, Sandy B can do no wrong, and in movies they're in together, they're just the greatest movies ever made. So,
have they been in movies together?
I don't know where we can. Yes, come on, Ben.
What movie were they? I'm trying to think.
Think about it. Go IMDb that. But they are amazing. They should get married. So easy. I don't know why we're even keep talking about this topic because I just won.
All right, Tuna, what were yours?
I wrote down, I mean, I could write down a lot, but the ones that originally came to my mind right away was the Joker in The Dark Knight. It's a very iconic role for him. And the second pick I had was Daniel Day-Lewis as Daniel Plainview in There Will Be Blood. That movie is fantastic altogether, but his performance just pulled me in the first time I watched it. I couldn't get away. It was so good.
So are you saying that they're your favorite like actors or like those specific roles by them?
Those specific roles are two of my favorite like leading roles in a film. Like there's so many good films with so many good leading roles, but those are the two that just popped into my head right away when I was answering it. So that's what I put down.
Tim, what were your picks?
I didn't even comment on the Facebook. There's too many amazingness, and I'm too indecisive. I
just put down whatever. It's not what they weren't. I would necessarily always pick. But go ahead.
Well, I liked this guy, Timothy Crane. You know him, Andrew. I think, right?
Yeah.
He had put Gary Oldman as one of his dudes down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a really. I was like, Gary Oldman plays so many different roles, and then there's like another level of I didn't know that was Gary Oldman kind of roles.
Right.
I think we talked about this before, but he's the man. I mean, I don't know if he's my top favorite. He's in the top.
Just for now, pretend like he is.
So let's go with that.
Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, I'm with you, Tim. Like it's really tough to pick somebody, and it like mine changes periodically.
While you're thinking, Ben.
Go ahead. Yeah,
I'll share our VIP listener Joe Carrion's take. He said either Amy Adams in Arrival or Emily Blunt in Sicario.
That's a good one. They're both really good. They kind of cycle through like my favorites. I'll say, because we haven't brought her up yet, Jessica Chastain, I think is really good in like every single role. And Gone Too Soon, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen a movie with him in it that wasn't fantastic, even going back as far as Twister, in what my wife calls his best role as Dusty.
His best role, maybe.
If you ask my wife, what is Philip Seymour Hoffman's best role, she will say Dusty from Twister.
You'll be like, not the Hunger Games, dude. Not as a Hunger Games computer generated robot person.
Yeah.
No.
But Lindsay Robinson brought up Jennifer Lawrence from Hunger Games.
J-Law.
And she's right. Like, she makes what could have been a very cheesy movie in the Hunger Games. She really like solidifies it as
I don't like her in most other things though.
It would be
really?
pretty like below average, run of the mill, like young adult fiction like movies. But some of the casting in those movies is what really kind of at least takes it to decently good films.
Yeah, no, for sure. She also said Will Smith, which
I mean, has Will Smith made a bad movie?
Hit and miss.
After Earth.
Yeah, all of us were thinking After Earth.
Sure, After Earth. Besides After Earth, that's one of like 100.
Wild Wild West.
Whoa.
Actually, yeah.
Hancock started out good and just turned into a train wreck.
Which was the worst Men in Black? The third one? That one.
Yeah.
Still better than After Earth.
There you go.
Can I say real quick to Joe, VIP listener Joe Seth Carrion, Amy Adams was much better in Enchanted than in Arrival. So that's
100%.
That's debatable.
I think he was going just more with the fact that the question was, who is your favorite lead actor, actress?
Yeah.
And that was just one of his favorite films.
She was better.
Tuna
Definitely
always bringing back the serious whenever we make a joke.
I'm just trying to make it up to Joe for throwing him under the bus with his son's name.
You got a while on that one.
Yeah, sorry, Joe.
Lastly, Ethan Kabbalah said,
Chabala.
What?
Chabala.
Well, that's your opinion.
You say Chabala, I say Kabbalah.
Chabala. We joke about
Cabela's?
it all the time. So.
Oh, Cabela's. Is he part of the family?
No.
He said Leonardo DiCaprio. He gave like 8 names, which
he named everybody. That's fine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
That's how the game works.
Bryan Cranston, which I mean, I like Bryan Cranston, but I mean,
we all know Frankie Muniz stole that show.
Frankie Muniz was in Breaking Bad? Man, my brain just exploded.
Tom Hanks, Michael Fassbender, Tom Hardy. And then for female leads, Anne Hathaway, Jennifer Lawrence, Emily Blunt. I can't argue with any of those picks, but next time pick one. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
One of each. An actor and an actress.
Anybody else that we want to mention in this?
Let me double check to make sure nobody commented on my. Okay, nope.
I mean,
honestly, yeah. Real quick, to throw back for a little bit of an older one, Robert Redford. His meh. What is this?
What is wrong with you?
Robert Redford was the man, and he was in so many good movies. And then when he was in Captain America's Winter Soldier, come on, everybody agrees. Thanks, Ben. Good idea. Actually, Ben, that was a great pick.
So much about the things that you choose to be.
Sticking with the R's, Robin Williams.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, back
That's
especially
true.
Robin Williams pre, 2000.
Yeah, he had a lot of like other movie choices that were really good. Like not people think of him for comedy, but 1 Hour Photo, not Unbreakable. What was it? Insomnia. Even though that wasn't the greatest role, he was really good in it. Or the greatest movie.
Dead Poet Society was a great.
What'd you say, Tuna?
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
The Connors.
Yeah, John Goodman's the man.
Monsters Inc.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
he is fantastic in 10 Cloverfield.
Willem Dafoe in Spider-Man.
Whoa. Well,
how about not?
That one's for Ethan.
Willem Dafoe in Aquaman. Heyo, got him.
We'll be together, Spider-Man.
Yep. Again, that's why we're not doing a game
What-
that includes
what can you
impressions.
say about
A
impressions?
little bit of Mark Hamill Joker as well in there.
Yeah, right.
Stop with the impressions.
Yeah, that's
Mute his mic.
I'll be Frankie. Hey guys, I'm stupid. My name's Frankie.
That was just hurtful.
Yo,
Whoa.
that was uncanny.
no. The Frankie impression sounds like this.
everywhere, like such as, and
It doesn't get old, Frankie. It doesn't get old.
Guys, like, great music. You know, Oscar winners should be like the final movies of the Fast and the Furious and like Fan Four Stick. Those are all like fantastic movies, but they'd be better if they had Matt Damon and Sandra Bullock in them.
I don't think they're in any movie together, by the way.
They're not in any movie.
They are. They are in one movie together.
No,
They are.
his
I can
cameo
tell you
was
they're not.
cut from Ocean's 8.
No, it's still in the director's cut.
That doesn't count.
Nope,
It does.
not
count.
in the theater, not the cinematic. Doesn't count.
It counts.
Doesn't count. What you said, it does it count? The Snyder cut then counts as well. Which
Snyder cut was better than the regular version anyway.
also shout out to Zack Snyder, the director, for commenting on our Facebook. If you didn't see, there's a quite awesome post that Ben really enjoyed about Barbie and Aquaman. Check it out. Where? On our Facebook.
Yeah, Frankie, where can people connect with us?
On Twitter at 3CriticsPod. Go to our Facebook page, hit the like button. You'll get all of our updates, and you can hang out with the community on Facebook.com/IncredibleCritics. Don't forget to go into iTunes, hit subscribe, leave us a rating that helps us get out to other people.
And Instagram at Incredible Critics.
I didn't know we had one of those.
Yep. Yeah, Tuna is gonna try to start Insta-ing.
No selfies, Tuna.
All selfies, just all selfies of you, Tuna.
No bright lights above your head.
We're the Incredible Critics. That show devolved into a tangled mess.
We should have recorded the show first.
Right? We got all of our good jokes out before everything started.
Sorry, Frankie, calling you stupid was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
Hey, no, it's okay. See if you get anything for tweet miss.
Oh man.
Oh. Someone's getting a coal in his tweet stocking.
He's gonna tweet at Edgar Wright and tell him that I hate his movies.
No.
Lies.
I mean, Baby Driver wasn't great.
We're sorry, Edgar. VIP listener Edgar Wright.
Friend of the show, Edgar
Friend
Wright.
of the show.
I love Baby Driver. Don't listen to Frankie. He says lies.